Welcome to this explainer. Today we are diving into ACIM Lesson 62. Now, if you've ever felt completely weighed down by grievances, or just frankly exhausted by the daily frustrations of life, this concept is going to reframe absolutely everything for you. We're looking at a massive paradigm shift in how we view the world, our relationships, and ultimately our own inner peace.
And the entire lesson is anchored by this one specific, absolutely crucial statement. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. This simple, incredibly powerful mantra is the literal core of our journey today. The source text we're analyzing hinges entirely on this single idea to help us completely rewrite how we interact with every person and situation we encounter.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap. We're going to cover 1. Understanding ACIM Lesson 62. 2. A gift to yourself. 3. Replacing weakness with strength. 4. Your daily forgiveness practice. And 5. Embracing your light. Let's jump right in.
Part 1. Understanding ACIM Lesson 62. Demystifying the text.
Now, the source material uses some pretty poetic language. For instance, it states that the goal is to bring the world of darkness to the light. But what does that actually mean for us? Well, in the context of this lesson, bringing darkness to the light simply means clearing out our own mental clutter. It's about taking those heavy, negative thoughts, the lingering grudges, those petty little annoyances that cloud our vision every day, and finally exposing them to the clarity of forgiveness.
The text also uses the word salvation, specifically saying that in your forgiveness lies your salvation. Let's ground that esoteric term. According to the lesson, salvation isn't some mystical, faraway event. It's simply finding out who you really are and returning the truth to your memory. And how do you do that? By letting go of your grievances. When you drop the anger, you tap into your ultimate inner peace, which reveals your true identity, hiding just beneath all that daily stress. Moving on to Part 2, A Gift to Yourself, the Paradigm Shift.
You know, we normally think of forgiveness as this grand favor we reluctantly give to someone else, right? But look at this quote directly from the lesson. Illusions about yourself and the world are one. That is why all forgiveness is a gift to yourself. This is a total game changer. Forgiveness isn't actually about letting someone else off the hook at all. By recognizing that our illusions about the outside world are tied directly to our illusions about ourselves, forgiveness becomes the ultimate self-serving tool. It frees you from your own illusions.
Notice the really stark contrast the source makes here. Over on the left, we have attack. This means holding on to grievances, focusing on thoughts of death, and denying your true identity. And let's be honest, doing this constantly drains your energy. But on the right, we have forgiveness, which replaces those dark thoughts with thoughts of life, helping you remember who you truly are. The text is urging us to replace attack with forgiveness so that we can literally bring ourselves back to life.
Which brings us nicely to Part 3, Replacing Weakness with Strength, the Mental Health Benefits.
The lesson explicitly says, remember that in every attack you call upon your own weakness, while every time you forgive, you call upon the strength of Christ in you. Now, feeling angry or holding a grudge might give you a temporary rush of power or self-righteousness, but the text argues it actually calls upon your own weakness. Forgiveness, on the other hand, that taps into your absolute highest self and your greatest inner strength.
So, what does this practice actually remove from your mind? The text gives us a very clear list. Weakness, strain, fatigue, fear, guilt, and pain. Just think about that list for a second. These are the heavy, exhausting emotional weights we drag around with us every single day. The source frames forgiveness as the ultimate life hack to remove this daily mental fatigue. When you forgive, you just drop the baggage.
And what happens when you finally drop that baggage? The lesson states it restores the invulnerability and power that was given to you. By dropping your grievances, you become invulnerable. You become completely untouchable by the negativity of the world simply because you are no longer letting it live rent-free inside your own mind.
Okay, Part 4, your daily forgiveness practice. How to execute. Let's get practical.
The amazing thing about this text is that it doesn't just leave us with abstract theory. It tells us exactly how to execute this in 3 simple steps. Step 1, close your eyes if possible and say the core phrase to yourself. Step 2, devote just 1 or 2 minutes to really considering your function and the happiness it will bring you. Step 3, if your mind starts to wander, use a specific backup phrase. Let's look at exactly what you need to say.
When you sit down and close your eyes, this is the exact phrase you're going to say. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I would fulfill my function that I may be happy. The text encourages you to just let related positive thoughts come freely. Your heart already knows these words are true, so just let those feelings of release and happiness wash over you while you sit with this thought.
But hey, we're human, right? Our attention is going to wander. The text actually provides a brilliant safety net for this. If you lose focus during your 1 or 2 minutes, simply repeat the main idea and then add, "I would remember this because I want to be happy." This secondary phrase acts as a gentle, firm anchor to pull your focus right back to the ultimate goal, which is your own happiness.
And that brings us to part 5, embracing your light, summary and conclusion.
Let's break down how this actually fits into your schedule. When should you practice? You want to begin and end your day with this idea, and then use it as frequently as possible throughout the day. What's the duration? Just 1 to 2 minutes each time. That's it. And the benefit? The text promises this will make the day incredibly happy for you, and amazingly, it helps those around you to share in that happiness, even people who seem far away in space and time. These quick 1 to 2 minute sessions literally ripple outward.
To really cement this in your memory before you go about your day, let's look at that main lesson statement one final time. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. This is your daily tool. This is your function.
So, I want to leave you with a question based on everything we've unpacked from the source today. Will you choose to trade your exhaustion, your strain, and your heavy grievances for actual invulnerability and true peace today? The choice and the gift is entirely yours to make.
Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer on ACIM Lesson 62. Learning how to logically reframe our minds is honestly some of the most valuable work we can ever do. If you found this breakdown helpful and you want to continue exploring complex ideas with clear structure and visuals, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. See you next time.